Hey Boca, this is Boca, my Asian water monitor. You say hi Boca? I think Boca's a little scared. I'm guessing she's about a year and a half. In June I'll have her for a year, and right now it's March. And when I bought her they said she was 6 or 7 months old, and she had worms, and the previous owner wasn't feeding her nothing but turkey balls every 3 days, so I think she was malnourished. Let me back up. I keep saying she because the previous owner kept telling me it was a girl, and I had believed it was a girl for all that time. Up until about 3 days ago, he showed me his hemi-penises, whatever you want to call them. They're about 3 inches long, both of them, and so Boca is officially a male. He's about 3 feet long. I haven't weighed him in a while. I took him to the vet 3 times. Um, it's pretty expensive each time. But hey, watch it, Sophia. Boca's right there. He'll bite you. But hey, Boca. I've been thinking about buying a captive bred one because I see all these videos of people handling their monitor, and it's so nice, and they're petting it, and it's smaller than this one. And I've seen them, they're about this size, same thing, not mean, not aggressive. Boca tried to bite me earlier today when I took him out of his cage and brought him in the tub. I know I've read all kinds of things online. They said that you shouldn't handle it. He said, if he's biting you, yeah, he don't want you to pick him up. So I'm like I said, I've had him for almost a year, and I've gave him space numerous occasions. I'm pretty sure I got his husbandry on point. Um, he's got large swimming area. I feed him all the time. He's put on a lot of weight since we've addressed the worm problem. Um, the temperatures are pretty much dead on. He's got a spot that's about 160 degrees basking area, and it's a log, and it goes, as it gets closer to light, it's 160. As it gets, it's on an angle, and as it gets further away, it's, gets always down to 90 degrees. The ambient temperature in the air is around 80 degrees. At nighttime, it can drop down into the low 70s, but there's always a spot that he can crawl at the top of his house. That's the way I could really explain it. It's on an enclosure. It's pretty much like a house, but he can always get up into the super warm. So this is Boca's habitat, his house, his enclosure. I change the water pretty much every day. Sometimes 2 times a day if he uses the bathroom in it, but usually just does it 1 time a day. And that's gonna go everywhere. I'll back up a minute, but this is the inside. I got all kinds of logs jammed up there where you can climb, and there's a heat bulb up there. It stays pretty hot up there. I have to get the heat laser or whatever gun to see how hot it really gets. But he hangs up there a lot, and I know it's pretty warm up there. Up there, underneath that, it's a 120 watt bulb, closest to the wall, I guess. That's about 165 ish right there, and then as you come down, it gets cooler all the way down there. There's a few, about a foot of Florida sand and topsoil. I try to mist it down. I don't know, once every day, once every other day. It gets cold in Florida, so I had to put in a space heater. I know it dries the humidity off a little bit, but it keeps them warm. And it was down to 30s the other day, like 38, and that is way too cold. So the space heater got him through the winter. I haven't seen any signs of him, any kind of sickness. He ain't sneezing or nothing. He sneezed one time, but he was digging in dirt, and I think he was just clearing his nostrils. That's I think a sago palm tree that I'm watering right now. And I got, there's all kinds of plants growing in here from wild, natural Florida. Like a little habitat. There's a frog in here somewhere, and he eats those things. There he is. He's in the same spot. I don't know if I can see him, but that's him right there. And one time I seen Boca. He was watching him, not that one, another one in that top right corner, left corner, sorry. And he sort of reached there and grabbed him, and he ate that frog. It's a tree frog, green tree frog in Florida. They're everywhere. When I catch them, I even caught a bunch of lizards, little anoles, whatever they're called. And I put them in there too, and a couple geckos that natural. I guess they're natural now to Florida because they're everywhere. I catch some geckos and I put them in here, and I don't know if he's ever ate the geckos. They're pretty fast for the anoles, and the geckos for the monitor. But there's also earthworms in the dirt, and I catch a bunch of bugs and beetles. And I throw them in here too. I go out, a couple times a week, a few times a month, whatever. And I try to round up a bunch of bugs or whatever I can find. Some kind of new stick or log. I tried to make it look nice in here, but it looks like there's too much. But I just wanted to get him up there. So you have his little nest up there, kind of. And I know I'm going to have to change this around a bunch of times, but it is what it is, I guess, for now, until he gets bigger. The humidity right now says 68. I just sprayed it down. Usually when I spray it down, if you see it says a high of 87% and a low of 56% humidity. And then down there it also says a high of 88 degrees in this cold side and a low of 63. I know that's way too low, but he has the opportunity to go anywhere he wants. I mean, this heater kicks on, so it usually keeps, this one's, I think I got it wet, but even there it says 66 degrees. I know that's too cold, but like I said, he's got a chance to go up there, and I don't see any health problems with him yet, and he's eating pretty good. He won't eat in front of me. He's already ate in front of me a couple times, and I think that's because I went like 2 or 3 days without feeding him, and then he ate from the tongs, and then I try to feed him every day or every other day, depending on the size of the meal. But that's plexiglass, and you can see that's my pole. That's so I can look in. This is the back side. Let me close it up. And I got it insulated all the way around on the inside. Well, not so much the inside, but the roof's insulated. Pardon me. It gets a little warmer. There's a door on the inside of there that drops down to the bottom enclosure. So it's like one big closure. You can go all the way from the top all the way to the bottom. And it's about, I don't know, about 9 feet tall, 9 feet high, about 4 feet wide, 8 feet long. Down below I dug it out, so there's 3 feet of dirt, so you can actually burrow into the Florida soil. If I can pop this open. I have to redo this now, but usually I keep that full. So we can have a pole there, a pole above, and then there's some branches and logs in there, and usually hides out in this corner. Yeah, like I said, you can dig about 3 feet down in the dirt. He's never wanted to, but he can if he wanted to. I have plans to extend this at least about 20 feet out this way whenever he gets bigger. I don't know, right about here or so. With that cyclone fencing, and I'll put it in the dirt and then build the poles up so you can go, 9 feet high all the way about 20 feet long. And I don't know, I'll probably make it, was that about 6 feet wide? And that's gonna be his little spot. My wife thinks I'm absolutely nuts, and she's actually really nice for not being, shitty about it, because it is a little on the weird side. But I don't know, I guess I kind of am on the weird side too. But the Boca's house roof matches our roof. I put my roof on, and I put his roof on with my father. I gotta paint my house, and I'll probably stucco this and then put some kind of fake stone on there. And I'm gonna do it to the Boca's house first to see how it looks before I make the big expense and do it to mine. So if it looks good on Boca's model house, I'll do it to my house. Boca got gutters. His house got gutters. And I'm thinking I'm gonna put some downspouts, drop it down, and have one fill up the pole in here, and have the one on the other side. There's another gutter over here. I'm gonna have that one drop down and fill the pole down below. In the summertime it rains a lot, so that would always be refreshing itself. And of course I'd be there to make sure everything's going good. But I figure if it overflows on the inside, it can water the plants on the inside. I plan on putting more plants in there to help with the humidity. Of course, in the summertime I don't have to worry about that because it's about 100% humidity in Florida all summer long. But in the wintertime, humidity does seem to be an issue, but I don't see any problems with them as of yet. If he got any kind of health problems, I'll take him to the vet. I've taken him to the vet 3 times already. I've got about $300 some invested in vet bills, but whatever. Like I said, he's pretty mean, and I've seen videos where everybody says that they mellow out as they get older, and I sure hope he mellows out, because right now he's not very mellow. But I gotta do some cleaning up to my yard. It's a little dirty. It's been winter time, and I've been working. I gotta rescreen my enclosure, pool enclosure, and I gotta clean my pool out. Actually, I should probably do that today. But there's Boca's enclosure.